Welcome to Biblical Preaching. This morning, I'd like to give a review of the book Get Healthy, an easy way to eat satisfying, high fiber meals and stay motivated by Christopher Crennan. I was surprised and pleased to get an email from Christopher asking me if I would review his book if he sent it to me. And I was thrilled, glad to have the opportunity. So let's get into this. He's written a primer, a short book, but a book that is jam-packed with resources for whole food, plant-based living. He begins, as he should, warning anyone who has a medical condition to seek their doctor's advice before changing a food or exercise regimen. And then he explains that the standard American diet is unhealthy due to eating unhealthy food, lack of motivation, and complicated recipes. That's why diets fail. And the American diet has high bad fats, processed foods, and lack of fiber. So he moves on from there to talk about motivation. How do you get motivated? And he gives an incredible number of resources talking about repetition, reading of good books, audiobooks, videos, and a list of authors that one could turn to learn about this type of eating and how it might be good for your health. He continues looking at motivation in the next chapter, looking at food journals, medical checkups, hypnosis and aversion therapy, coffee and tea, the TOPS program, and Diet Bet. And I've been interested to see during COVID that there are a number of companies that are willing to bet you on your exercise and or eating habits. You give them a certain amount of money and they will pay off to you as you complete different exercises and different health changes and reach different metrics. And if you keep with it within a reasonable amount of time, you actually start making money off of caring for yourself. He looks at the ideas in the National Weight Control Registry that eating breakfast, eating an unvaried diet, exercise, watching TV, less TV, and weighing oneself frequently assist in weight loss, maintaining healthy eating habits. In the 5th chapter, he introduces the reader to Dr. Michael Greger, Dr. Joel Furman, Dr. Dean Ornish, and Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, all major figures in the whole food plant-based movement. The 6th chapter, he talks about the basic kitchen appliances one will need, and he even has pictures, so it's very clear as to what he's talking about. 7th chapter, he does the same with food staples. You can get by with a very modest amount of food staples and food staple variety. And then in the 8th chapter, he gives 4 bowl recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which can be alternated and modified as you want to have some variety, and if there are certain items that you don't care for. The book ends with an introduction to fasting and exercise and links to a variety of YouTube videos that one can watch on that, and then an encouragement to the reader. It's a great book. It gives you a lot of information in a short read, lots of things to follow up, lots of ways that one might become more healthy, lose weight, become in better health, something we all care about, especially as we're facing this virus. The one thing I would have asked, and maybe he could do in a future edition of this book, is there are a number of places where he says so and so says, or so and so refers to, or this study says, and there's no reference. It would really help his book to include every reference he makes reference to. So anyone who wants to follow up and see the science could do so in greater detail. Very thankful to Christopher Crennan for sending me this book, for allowing me to review it. As I said, it's a jam-packed book. It's a lifestyle of eating and health that I am trying to pursue, and I applaud his care for his readers and for anyone who might be seeking health. Uh, as a postscript to this review, let me say, if anyone has written a book and would like me to review it, I would be glad to do so. My email is cali5995 at comcast.net, cali5995 at comcast.net. And if you'll send me a message, I'll tell you where you should mail the book, and I'll be glad to read and review it. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Bye.